What's up, Soul Family? Coming at you with another tea time with Iroh. So get yourself comfortable, grab a cup of tea, and let's jump into the reading. If you're looking for messages from your guides, I think we can get knowledge from every aspect of creation. I don't think we're limited to just this physical realm, and I think Uncle Iroh is the perfect example of where we can find wisdom in very unconventional places. That being said, if you want a one-on-one reading, you can do so by directly messaging me or by doing so with the link in the bio. The first reading is $20 and it'll be for 20 minutes. You can ask whatever question you want, or I can do a general reading and I can see what comes out. If it doesn't resonate, then I'll simply refund you. Now, that being said, let's jump right in. I'm not gonna lie, this tea, I was pretty much done with it, and then I'm like, you know what, we should do a tea time with Iroh, so we're pretty much done here, but we'll start by pulling some tea leaves. The goal is to kind of get advice from Uncle Iroh for whatever period we're going through. Use my tea leaf fortune set. I'll grab like 5 of them since it's tea time. I have 1, 2, 3. Okay, 5 perfectly. We have Tankard with celebration, fun, enjoyment. We have Crown with honor and respect will come to you. The energy of July. So maybe something just happened last month, or maybe something is going to be happening next year. Maybe somebody's birthday is in July. Who knows? It's like the energy of either something that just happened or something that will happen next year. We have Vase or Vase with secret admirer. And then we have Inkpot with problems will be resolved. So right away, I'm already getting the energy of you chilling out and kind of like, I've had the experience multiple times, like when I've been stuck on a manifestation, or like when I'm stressed about something, or like when I'm frustrated and trying to figure out the resolution towards something. And then for whatever reason, I was like guided to go out, you know, be it just to a friend's house, be it to this, be it to that. And it might have seemed contrary to what I was trying to bring into my experience. But many times after, what I wanted came right in. It's like I could be worried about maybe like money for the day and I needed like a client or something, and then I'm like, you know what, I don't even have the money to go out, but let me just go out anyway. And then out of nowhere I get like a client or something while I'm out. So there's so many times like where we might be trying to resolve something, and the very way that that could get resolved is through joy and through fun and through celebration. I'd like to think that Uncle Iroh would definitely be the person to know the perfect balance between simply grinding and working hard and then simply allowing yourself to enjoy something, being present in the moment, and curating a very specific time in which you are meant to simply experience something fun and nice versus having to worry or be in turmoil or be in frustration about something. So then sometimes, like when we have manifestations, the tower, sometimes when it pops up for me, it makes me think about like when we get a manifestation that comes out of nowhere that could just pretty much change the foundation of our experience. So maybe it is something that will benefit us, because sometimes like if you were to win like a lottery ticket, or if you were to find like $1 million in the ground, or you know, or find thousands of dollars, which I mean people have done that before, I think that we definitely have the capacity to have our foundations be changed in the moment, in an instant. Even when somebody goes viral, when somebody gets, you know, a lot of momentum behind something, that's like a tower moment. It's like the old structure in which they were experiencing something just shifted. So maybe, and I've heard this so many times, never underestimate like how fast things can change for you and how fast things can shift for you. Even if you've been stuck at something, if you've been in a rut for a while, never underestimate just how quickly things can shift in your favor. Especially if you've been trying and putting effort, you've been consistent. Sometimes it takes time to become like an overnight success. Is that what they call it? I think the quote is it takes like 10 years to become an overnight success, and the reason for that is that's kind of like how quantum leaps go. It's like sometimes you put a lot of time and energy into something, you're embodying something, and then out of nowhere, boom, you are that thing. It's like that thing that you're putting time and effort towards, reality finally morphs around you. That's why so many people find insane amounts of success out of nowhere, and they've been in like whatever industry that they're in for however long, and then out of nowhere, bam, they're relevant and they're gaining all of this attention. So yeah, there's definitely the energy of going out and enjoying things and having fun, and it's like you're stuck. You're not really sure of how to approach whatever situation you're in. It's like the Two of Swords shows that you're kind of like confused, but it's like by going out, by enjoying yourself, by doing that, it's like ironically, whatever way you might need, the answer will come to you in some way, shape, and form that will allow you to move forward. I've had the experience as well, like where I've been doing readings at like a bar or something like that, and then somebody, I've had a couple where they came out and they said like, wow, this is kind of like, it benefited them. They were kind of, going over some things in their mind, and they ran into me at the bar offering readings. So that's a perfect example of like where sometimes you want to gain clarity for something, and then maybe the universe is like rerouting you towards where you can get clarity, or you can get knowledge, or you can get like what you're trying to obtain. Sometimes we're trying to find something within the realm of where we are, but then when we go out, you never know who you're going to walk past, who's going to offer you this, who's going to offer you that. So sometimes it really is the energy of, yes, we're being stuck. Yes, we don't have the way in front of us. Yes, we're kind of not really seeing any conceivable way to resolve something. And then sometimes that way that we do end up getting out of that is through the Three of Cups and the Three of Wands energy, where we then enjoy something and then the path is almost revealed as we are able to then walk forward through it. And then let's look at the bottom of the deck. Then we have the High Priestess. So yeah, sometimes the path is just not seen. Sometimes it's kind of like obscure and hidden. We're having to use our intuition to kind of guide us down that path. So sometimes we really are kind of like having to navigate through the dark, and our intuition's like that little, it's almost like that, like when you're in a cave and you have like only like a little match. You kind of have to like light the match and then let it burn out, light the match and let it burn out. Sometimes like that's the energy of what our intuition is. It's like we're going like step by step, and we're using, match after match, and we're kind of like, well, all I can do is see just in front of me. And sometimes that's all you really ever need to see. Sometimes you don't need to see the entire picture, and we're able to just take the next step, and that's all you ever really need to do is take the next step in whatever direction you're trying to go towards. And then over time, trust that reality is going to continue to mold and morph around you as you move forward to whatever intentions you have. Even if you're taking steps within uncertainty, the fact that you're taking steps still signals not only to yourself but then to the universe, because there's no different, there's no separation. So when you are taking these steps and you're doing actions and you're making motion, it's sending not only it's sending direct signals to yourself, which then ripple outward and then let reality know like, okay, this is what we're doing now, this is how we're moving, this is what's going to now conform around our experience. So it's like if you want to become a singer and then you start taking singing lessons, you start posting online, you start doing this, it's like the next steps are of course maybe having to refine, learning how to market, having to do this, but they come piece by piece as you are experiencing it, as you are doing this, as you are learning, and as you are going about your journey. So sometimes you don't always have to have the entire full picture. Sometimes it's about taking the next step and trusting your own intuition and your path, because the best way that I've heard it is we're all aspects of the infinite from a very individual perspective, right? We're all the infinite from infinite perspectives. And if we were meant to resolve or have one individual experience or one resolution to everything, then we simply would have that. You know what I mean? Like that would be provided that way. But in reality, we're meant to have these individualized experiences and be able to navigate through our problems and our journeys from our end, and then using whatever intuition that we have to get to where we got to get to. So where somebody might have done this or done that, like everybody has different ways that they're going to achieve the same goal. And sometimes it's more clear cut, and sometimes we're having to trust our intuition. So I think it's definitely the energy of trusting ourselves, being the biggest and the wisest guide for whatever intentions we have, drawing wisdom whenever it's possible, and getting help when we need, but at the very same time trusting our path and trusting that our vision and our mind is what's going to get us to where we want to get to. But that being said, peace and blessings. I hope you guys enjoyed this tea time with Iroh, and I hope you have a great day.